In this film, we're going to explain the basic principles of a modern movable frame beehive. Movable frame beehives are the most popular type of hive used in the West, and there are dozens of different variations, including the Langstroth, National, Commercial, Smith, and WBC. For advice on which hive may be the most suitable for your needs, head over to madegood.org. The key feature of this type of design is that the individual frames can be removed and inspected without destroying the hive. Also, because excess honeycomb is kept separate from the brood, honey can be harvested for human consumption without disturbing the bees. Stand. A stand will keep the hive off the floor and prevent the damp from getting in. A slightly raised hive will also be easier to inspect, as you won't have to bend down as far. Most stands have an angled alighting board, which helps the bees to land and enter the hive. If you don't have a stand, then you should at least place the hive on some bricks or something similar, to create a gap between the hive and the ground. Varroa floor. Traditionally, the hive floor would have been a solid piece of wood used to maintain the internal temperature. Modern hives use a mesh floor. This helps reduce condensation in the hive and remove the varroa mite. Monitoring this will help you keep track of the severity of infestation within the hive. Entrance block. An entrance block is fitted during the winter months to keep the warmth in and intruders out. It can be removed during spring and summer months when the colony is big enough to defend itself. A larger opening allows easier access to an active hive. Entrance blocks usually provide a choice of opening sizes to allow you to accommodate the current weather. Brood box. The brood box is the largest box in the hive and is where the queen lives and lays her eggs. The colony store honey, pollen and nectar here too. The maximum colony size is dependent on the size of the brood box. Queen excluder. The purpose of the queen excluder is to keep the queen in the brood box and prevent her from laying eggs in the honey supers. It will be a thin sheet of either metal or plastic, with holes in that allow the workers through, but are too small for the queen. Honey super. A shallower box than the brood box, the honey super is where the workers store excess honey. In a good season, a beekeeper may stack 2, 3 or even 4 supers on the hive, depending on the rate of honey flow. The supers are removed at the end of the season when the honey is extracted to reduce internal space and keep the hive warm. Crown board. The crown board is a flat sheet of wood with a hole in that helps keep the heat in the hive. When extracting honey, it is placed above the brood chamber and a bee escape is fitted. This allows bees through one way but not the other, and has the effect of trapping all the bees in the brood chamber. Roof. A roof usually has either a metal or felt covering, and will be a decent weight to prevent it from being blown off in the wind. It keeps the warmth in the hive during the winter time. For more step-by-step guides like this one, head over to madegood.org.